What's up, guys? So I saw this video on YouTube of Gary Clark Jr. and Bun B. They were doing a live performance of a song called Gone Away, and the guitar part in it was really cool, so I figured it out, and I'm going to teach it to you now. So this might not be exactly what he's doing 100%, but it's pretty close and it sounds cool either way. Okay, so first off, I tuned my guitar a half step down. So instead of standard tuning, you're in E flat tuning, tune every string a half step down. Okay, so the first part sounds like this. Okay, so to start out, you slide on the low E string from the 5th to the 7th with your use your ring finger, because then you're gonna do your pointer finger on the 5th fret A string, and then move it to the 7th. Like that. Okay, now when you hit that, you're gonna drop your middle finger onto the 8th fret on the B string and your ring finger on the 9th fret of the D string. Okay, so it's, and then you strike the strings and then cut it off right away. So you pressure on the strings, on the frets, and then you let go. Okay? And you can mute it with your right hand too, with your palm. Okay, so then you're gonna leave your middle finger on the B string on the 8th fret, and you're gonna strum the G and B string together, and you're gonna hammer on the ring finger onto the G string, 9th fret. You're hitting those two strings. Hammer, then take it off and hit it again. Hit those two strings again. Okay. Then you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna hit but this time you're gonna hit the D and the G string. You're gonna hammer on with your ring finger onto the D string. First time you were hammering onto the G, now you're hammering onto the D. Okay? Like that. Then I bring my thumb onto the 8th fret, and I bar my pointer finger along pretty much the top strings, the E, B, G, and D. The A string doesn't matter. And you're gonna have your thumb on the low E string. Put your middle finger on the G string on the 9th fret, and your ring finger on the 10th fret D. Okay? So it's here, here, and here. Okay, so after you do those hammer-ons, it's gonna sound like this. Then it starts over. So when you hit the low E on the 8th fret with your thumb, you're gonna hit the strings and then mute it again. So after you do the 8th, you're gonna come down to the 3rd fret, and you're gonna hit the low E again with your thumb. You're doing the same exact shape, but you hit the low E, and then you strum, and then you go right back into the beginning again. Okay? So slow from the beginning, it looks like this. So he goes through that part like 3 times, and then on the 4th time he does it something a little bit different. It sounds like this. Okay, so what he's doing there then is he's going to be doing the same thing from the beginning. You're going to slide from the 5th to the 7th on the low E, 5th fret A string, then you're going to go to the 3rd fret with your thumb again, low E, and you're going to do that same shape. Bar, and then 4th fret G, 5th fret D. Okay, so it's Then you're going to strike it and then mute it again. Then he does a little bit faster slide from the 5th to the 7th. A string again on the 5th. That's the way I do it. So he goes, I hit it once and then I hit it twice a second time. So you hit it twice. Then you hit, and then when you hit it again, you're gonna hammer on from the 7th on the A string. You're gonna hammer on and pull off, and then land on the 7th fret, low E. Okay, it's kind of quick, like one motion. Then you go back to the 8th fret with your thumb, low E. So it's 8th with that shape, and then back to the 3rd. Then he starts over. So yeah, throughout the song he pretty much just keeps playing that over and over again. It's the same thing, but he does add in a few different licks into the rhythm. So for one, it's going to sound like this that he does. Okay, so what he's doing there, instead of the beginning when you go like this, instead of that it's gonna sound like this. Okay, so he's still sliding from the 5th to the 7th. Then you're gonna hit the A on the 5th, A on the 7th, and then A on the D string on the 5th fret. Back to the 7th fret A, and then back to the 5th fret A. So after he hits the 5th fret A, he's gonna go back to the 7th fret A. So slow, it's, and then open low E. And then he does like a harmonic on the 12th fret, and he's just really, I think, doing the top 2 strings, the high E and the B. So you just rest your finger over the 12th fret on the actual metal fret part, rest your finger on the string, and then you just hit the strings. And then I think he's kind of hitting the open strings, the E and B, right after that too. Then back to the 8th fret, same shape. Then you go back right to the beginning again. Okay, so that's one of the licks, and then another one that he does sounds like this. Okay, so what that one is going to be, again, slide from the 5th to the 7th on the low E, A on the 5th, A on the 7th, back to the A on the 5th, 7th on the low E, 5th on the low E, down to the 3rd on the low E, and I give it like a little bit of a bend, and then open low E, and I just kind of strike the top 2 strings, the low E, the high E and the B. And then I do the harmonics on the high E and the B. And then the 8th to the 3rd again. Alright guys, cool. So that's the main parts of the song that he plays in the video. So it's a fun song to play. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please do, for more videos and tutorials coming up. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.